Welcome to Take 5 Nation. In this video, we're looking at the top 5 facts about the mystical and creepy being that is Slender Man. He's kind of funny looking. You'll know Slender Man when you see him. He's gaunt, stands 8 to 10 feet tall, and instead of arms and hands has multiple writhing tentacles that come to razor-sharp points, the better to skewer his victims. Creepiest of all, they say Slender Man doesn't have a face. In photographs and drawings, his face is rendered either completely featureless and blank, a funny amorphous blob, or wrapped in gauze like a mummy. Although this is supposed to be the definitive appearance of Slender Man, there are loads of different interpretations. Who's to say which is right? He lives in the forest. The forest can be creepy enough, but just remember, before you next go camping, or even for a stroll through the woods, Slender Man lives amongst the trees. The wood provides Slender Man with great camouflage because of his long limbs and thin body, making it easier for him to hunt his prey and elude those trying to find him. It's also an ideal habitat for him because he likes to kidnap his victims and take them somewhere secluded where no one will ever find them. Deep in the forest, it's unlikely anyone will hear you scream, and even if they did, they'd never be able to find you in time. Slander Sickness. Apparently, if Slender Man is stalking you and you are in his sights, you are prone to the Slander Sickness. This is an illness consisting of coughing fits, coughing up blood, vomiting and extreme exhaustion. Many believe that it is Slender Man's way of weakening you before he attacks, so it is a sign that you could be in very serious danger. Sufferers of the Slender Sickness also have bouts of paranoia and hallucinations, which doesn't help them in determining what is real and what's not. Again, just playing into Slender Man's trap. Slender Man stabbing. In 2014, in the American city of Waukesha, Wisconsin, two 12-year-olds, Anissa Wire and Morgan Gayser, lured Peyton Lautner, of the same age, into the woods and stabbed her 19 times in an attempt to impress Slender Man. After being stabbed, the victim crawled to a road and lay on a sidewalk, where a cyclist found her and called 911. She was rushed to a hospital, at which point she was 1 millimetre away from certain death. The victim recovered after being hospitalised for 6 days. During the trial, both perpetrators took a plea deal and pled guilty. Both were found not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect, with Wire sentenced to 25 years in a state mental institute and Gayser awaiting sentence. Slender Man isn't real. Slender Man was created in 2009 on a thread in the Something Awful internet forum. The thread was a Photoshop contest in which users were challenged to edit everyday photographs to appear paranormal. Forum poster Eric Knudsen, under the pseudonym Victor Surge, contributed 2 black and white images of groups of children, to which he added a tall, thin, spectral figure wearing a black suit. Although previous entries had consisted solely of photographs, Surge supplemented his submission with snatches of text, supposedly from witnesses, describing the abductions of the groups of children and giving the character the name the Slender Man. If you've got anything to say about our video, good or bad, we'd love to hear from you in our comments section below. And don't forget to share and subscribe.